Alrighty, Trebois Yuxis, and we're gonna be talking about what you should be doing on BBS on the daily basis. Now, I've done this video before, but it's different, right? So in that last video, I was talking about what you should be doing daily, right? What you should be doing daily. But this video is basically what you should be doing after you're done your dailies, right? Once you've done your daily stuff, what should you be doing once you've done your dailies? Once you've done your couple brave battle matches, you fought in 50 different enemies, all that stuff. What do you do after, right? What does this game have to offer for you to do on the daily basis and actually get something out of it, right? Because I know if you watch my video on what BBS needs to add, I said BBS doesn't have much difficult content. Realistically, the most difficult content in this game, I guess, would be Guild Quest and Extreme Senkaimon. But even still, now that they added the times 5 feature to IT, I think it's more efficient to get characters T20. I mean, you could get them out your ass now rather than it being times 1 and you'd have to sit there for 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours just to get one character T20. But now it doesn't even, it takes only 12 runs to get one character T20 now, right? At least get the match for them to get T20, I should say. So it's definitely more easier to get characters T20. But what should you be doing when you're done your dailies? Because there's a lot of things this game has to offer, but honestly I don't think there's a lot of things that you need to do, right? And we can start off with arena. This is probably the most I should say I don't know what to word it. This is something nobody really does. Nobody really does arena, if you want me to be genuinely honest. I don't care if you're a sweat. I don't care if you grind arena 24/7. This is something nobody really does. Nobody really likes to do it. Nobody wants to do it. It's just the reality situation, right? People only look at this because if you go to trophies here, you get mad orbs, right? But this is going to take time. These are not something you can get in one day, right? I mean, I guess can you probably depends. I don't even think so, to be honest. But if you look here, so it says you need 100 trophies, 300, 500, 1000, 5000, 900, 9000, 13,000. It's just jumps, right? And these you don't just do these arena like 2 3 times and you get this done. You have to do this hundreds, not 100, hundreds of times. You need to do it maybe more than 300 times just to get somewhere like around where maybe here. I don't know. I know it takes time though, right? It takes a long time, and nobody really wants to be sitting in arena because you're not getting nothing out of it, right? If you're just farming for these orbs, you're not getting anything out of it in general. I mean, I guess you have orders, but it's like, look, for example, here, play with a power attribute character 25 times for a total of what? 500 pots? When I can do 2 epic raids, which will take maybe a total of 2 minutes, depending on how fast the runs are, to get the same amount. Heck, to get more, not even the same amount, to get more, maybe, right? Maybe a bit more. So I don't know, like 25 runs, and these are like what 3 2 minute rounds of arena. So it's just a hassle, bro. The only time I'm ever really trying to do arena is if I need like 100 more points to buy a ticket or something, or if they have, well, they haven't had what's it called, like a 6-star ticket here in so long, right? Look, play arena 50 times for a total of 25 orbs. It's like nobody's gonna want to do that. Nobody's gonna want to do that, right? So this is something I don't think you need to do. I think arena is only something you should do if you want to have fun, genuinely. Like I said, I could care less if you're sweating arena. Nobody's doing it, realistically. But what can we say? It's arena. It's just so sad because this is like, out of all the game modes, this is technically the latest game mode they've added, and it's the most lackluster. Nobody does it. People do Brave Battle, Guild Quest more than Arena, right? And Arena was the like latest game mode out of all 4 of these. It was the latest game mode, right? But what you should be doing, I'd say, epic raids. I think you should be farming epic raids, right? When you open the game and you're done your dailies, epic raids should be the main thing you focus on, right? Because this gives you probably the best, I guess this and the points event, right? But this gives you parts, droplets, and it gives you gold somewhat, right? You get exchange medals once you clear out the shop, which takes maybe 3 times 5 runs, I'd say. Not really. But once you clear out the shop, I haven't even cleared these out, right? Because I don't need these, but I mean, I'm gonna still get them. But you can exchange for an unlimited amount of gold, and boom, just off of this, that's what 13 million gold right there, right? So you can farm gold, droplet pots, whatever you need to farm, and you can also farm assist points if you're playing with new people. But epic raids is probably your main thing you want to be farming, right? Now the points event is another thing, but I wouldn't say the points event is something you need to farm because nobody farms the point event. Like nobody sits there manually and farms the point event. You open up your emulator, you have your macro, and then you start going, right? Like it's like recently all I farmed is like the 3 million points on these. That's why if you every time I click on this, it says 6 days left. I haven't touched it because it doesn't take long, right? I don't farm these. I only get my 3 million points and I cut. That's it. It's reality of the situation, right? And Senkaimon is another thing that I feel like people complete way too easily now. Because like I said, getting T20 characters is so much easier now than it was back then when they didn't have times five. So like even though they have Senkaimon out for a month, people finish it within a day. Literally, people finish all three Senkaimons in a day. It doesn't take long. These 50 stages takes maybe, depending on how fast you want to go. I don't know what the time, how long it will take. It depends on how fast you want to go, how slow you play, right? I know there's people who speed run these. I know Tuki, he like what speed runs these sometimes. At least that's what I've seen a video or something like that. He does speed runs or like 10-second challenges or something like that on Senkaimon. But yeah, Senkaimon is something that's people could speed run. It's a month. It's out for a month, but you finish it in hours, right? Now, am I saying have Senkaimon like be so difficult that it takes you a whole month to do? No, but they need to add something where it's like, okay, let me open up BBS and just sit down here and grind, right? Because the only things they have so far that is like that is only epic raids and IT, right? I guess I say and co-op, epic raids and co-op, right? Points event is there too, but you don't sit there and farm it. Even guild quest that takes no longer than what? Even hard guild quest takes no longer than what 10 seconds, and you can do it 3 times. It takes you in total like a minute to beat it all three for the day. Like BBS really needs to add difficult content. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I know people are fine with what we have, and I'm not like saying, oh, this game is boring because they don't have difficult content, but I would like something more difficult, right? I would like something more difficult because epic raids is too easy. And it's not even because it's like I don't blame epic raids for being easy, right? They give you bonus drops and bonus damage. I don't. This is something everybody's doing, right? New players and old players alike. I expect this to be easy. This I'm fine with how epic raids is. Awakened one too. I'm fine how they do epic raids, right? IT now I guess it's fairly easy too with the peers, at least for tech. With Uryu's is joke. Oh my god, with Uryu is a joke. I'm telling you, like oh my god, it's a joke with Uryu's. A full room of Uryu, it's a joke. But it's just they have so much, and it's like it takes like, Brave Battle. I guess is somewhat fun. Um, at least for me, people don't like Brave Battle. I like Brave Battle. I think it's fun. Arena, nobody really does besides the sweats who want to be number one in the game. Guild Quest, everybody does it, but it takes a minute to beat in general. Senkaimon is up for a month, but you beat it within like maybe 5 hours altogether. You could beat everything in 5 hours, I'd say. Chronicle Quest, nobody does. People are only doing Chronicle Quest now because it's times two for the first time. That's what it took for people to start doing it. Epic Raids is something that no complaints here. Co-op, no complaints here. Sub story and story, no complaints there. It's story. And then for events, nobody's farming anything from events but limited time, right? I don't expect you to farm raids, even in difficult quests here. There's nothing in difficult quests here that you farm yourself because everything you farm here is literally in co-op. Everything here is in co-op. It's like, why would I do it by myself when I could do it in co-op and get more rewards for doing with people in co-op? So I don't know. I feel like I mean, maybe you could farm mats and stuff, even gold now. Like you're not even sitting there farming gold because I find it better to farm epic raids to get droplets and pods and then just exchange for gold than sitting here and farming the gold event. Like, I haven't even touched it. I've never touched the gold event because I've only farmed my gold through epic raids. Right? Like, it just shows. I have 2.1 billion gold and I've only farmed it through epic raids. It just shows, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. It just shows. I've never touched the gold event once, and I have 2.1 billion because of epic raids, right? Because I sit there and when I'm farming my characters to T20, when I was sitting there hours and hours and hours, right, farming everybody for T20, or not T20, T10. The shop cleared out so quick, so every time I boom, hours, months, it just racked up on epic raids. So it's like they don't have anything where it's like besides epic raids and co-op, which I guess for most people it's fine. Even for me, it's realistically it's fine. It's like I'm not complaining that there's nothing to do. It's just I would like more. Really, I would like something more than just epic raids and co-op, right? But even if they don't add anything else, it's fine. I'm not really complaining, but I don't know, bro. Difficult content, please, Caleb. Something challenging, right? And I already know I'm gonna get a comment saying, "Oh, you don't even do everything. You don't do guild quests. You don't do arena. You don't do this stuff, and you want to ask for more stuff." It's just because like guild quests, I just forget. Realistically, that's never on my mind. Arena, don't even chat to me about arena, please, people. But yeah, you guys let me know, bro. I don't know. I don't know, bro.